What if I told you that the penny sitting in your change jar could secretly be worth more than your house, your car, and even your retirement fund combined? Sounds impossible, right? But stay with me, because today we're talking about one of the most shocking discoveries in U.S. coin history, the 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, a coin that has been valued at a staggering $6.7 million. Now, before you laugh and say, asterisk, it's just a penny, how valuable could it be? Asterisk, remember this, people once thought old baseball cards and comic books were junk. Today, they're auction treasures. The same is true for rare coins. And this particular penny has turned ordinary people into millionaires. But here's the real question, could you be sitting on one right now? Let's rewind for a moment. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation for over a century, first minted in 1909. For decades, most pennies were worth exactly 1 cent, no surprises there. But sometimes, the U.S. Mint makes subtle mistakes or unintentional variations. These tiny errors, invisible to most people, can transform an ordinary coin into a millionaire maker. The 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those shocking exceptions. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia still carry a subtle P mint mark, but a small batch slipped through without any mint mark at all. Combine that with a near-perfect strike, pristine condition, and low survival numbers, and you've got the recipe for one of the rarest modern pennies in existence. Now, here's where it gets exciting. One specimen in immaculate condition hit the auction block, and collectors went wild. The final price? $6.7 million. Think about that. A penny, that could buy you a luxury home in cash, fund your retirement, and still leave you millions in the bank. Imagine this, you're going through pocket change, and suddenly you notice your 2020 penny looks just a little different. No mint mark. Perfect condition. And now you're holding a golden ticket to financial freedom. But wait. Before you run to cash jars and couch cushions, you need to know exactly what signs to look for. Because here's the truth, thousands of people have these coins and don't even realize it. So here's what you do next. Pull out every 2020 penny you own. Look at the front, just below the date. If there's no mint mark, and the coin still has sharp, crisp detail, you may be holding something extraordinary. Now, I'm not saying every no-mint 2020 penny is worth millions, but some of them are, and the window to cash in won't stay open forever. The market is hot right now. Collectors are chasing these rarities, and the longer you wait, the more you risk missing your moment. And let me ask you, why let opportunities slip through your fingers when the solution could literally be hiding in your wallet? Funny enough, we joke about how a penny won't even buy you a gumball anymore, yet the right penny could buy you a mansion, a yacht, and a lifetime of financial freedom. Isn't life ironic? So here's the cliffhanger. If the 2020 no-mint penny is already commanding millions, what other coins, possibly even more valuable, are quietly circulating out there right now? In my next video, I'll reveal another shocking coin that could be sitting in your collection without you knowing. Until then, start searching, stay curious, and remember, the fortune you've been waiting for may already be in your pocket. Have you ever looked at the pennies in your pocket and thought, this tiny coin can't possibly change my life? Well, think again. Because hidden among ordinary change lies a 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln cent that's worth, brace yourself, an unbelievable $6.5 million. Yes, you heard me right. A single penny that could pay off your mortgage, fund your retirement, and still leave enough to live like royalty. But here's the terrifying truth. Most people will spend this coin at a gas station without ever realizing its fortune. Imagine dropping $6.5 million into a vending machine for a soda. Painful, isn't it? Now, before you rush to check your change jar, let me take you through the fascinating story of how this coin became so valuable, and why your next penny might just be your ticket to freedom. And no, I'm not suggesting you start shaking down kids for lunch money, although, who knows, they might be richer than we are. The 2013 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is more than just copper-plated zinc, it's a mystery. An error, and a collector's dream rolled into one. Typically, coins are stamped with a tiny letter marking where they were minted, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, S for San Francisco. But in 2013, a small number slipped through with no mint mark at all. That mistake, so small most people never notice it, is exactly what drives collectors wild. Because in the coin world, rarity equals value. And when rarity meets condition, say, a coin in pristine, untouched, gem quality state, you have what experts call a once-in-a-lifetime find. Now here's the exciting part. At auction, one of these coins shocked the numismatic world, selling for $6.5 million. Why so much? Because investors see these coins like rare art. Once they're gone forever. And that scarcity drives the price sky high. Quick question, how many times have you bent down to pick up a penny off the ground? Now imagine every one of those could have been a retirement plan. Suddenly, that back pain seems worth it, doesn't it? But here's the cliffhanger. If a 2013 penny can be worth millions, what about the pennies you already have stashed away? Could one of them be the one? Stick with me, because in just a moment I'll tell you exactly what signs to look for. Look for the year 2013, and pay close attention under the date. If you see no mint mark, no PD or S, you might be holding a jackpot. Next, check the condition. Coins that are sharp, shiny, and flawless attract the highest bids. And this is where fear and urgency come in. The window of opportunity is closing. Every day, rare coins disappear into private collections, never to be seen again. If you don't check your pennies now, you could be losing out on millions. But here's the inspirational truth. Wealth doesn't always come from hard work or luck. It comes from awareness. From knowing what to look for, and seizing the moment before it's gone. So, are you going to keep ignoring that dusty coin jar? Or are you finally going to treat it like the treasure chest it might be? Because someone, somewhere in America right now, is sitting on a 2013 no mint mark penny without knowing it. The only question is, will it be you who finds it first? So, check your change, check your drawers, and check those coffee cans. Because that one small penny could make you the next millionaire coin collector. Remember, fortunes are often hiding in plain sight. And in the world of coins, knowledge is wealth. Don't miss your chance. Asterisk. Imagine this. You're cleaning out an old drawer, maybe a jar of pennies that's been sitting untouched for decades. You pick one up, a simple brown coin you've seen 1,000 times before, but this one could be worth more than your house. In fact, one rare 2003 no mint mark Lincoln cent has been valued at an astonishing $6.6 million. Yes, million with an M. Now, before you laugh and toss that penny aside, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you actually looked at your change? Really looked at it? You might just be holding your retirement fund in the palm of your hand. And no, I'm not talking about raiding your piggy bank like it's a Vegas jackpot. Although if that works, please call me first. Let's take a step back. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909. Millions are produced every year. So how could one tiny coin from 2003, with no mint mark, climb into the ranks of multi-million-dollar treasures? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. The coin community thrives on what they call unicorns, coins so rare that collectors will pay fortunes to own them. The 2003 no mint mark penny fits right into that category. But here's the twist most people don't know. These coins don't scream their value. They hide it. To the untrained eye, they look like ordinary cents, until you spot the missing mint mark and the flawless strike. Now, why does this matter to you? Because right now, somewhere in America, one of these coins is sitting forgotten in someone's jar of change. And it could be you. Think about the power of that. A simple coin that could transform your financial future overnight. Let's be honest. Most of us dream of an easier life, paying off the mortgage, retiring without fear, traveling when we want, and living without stress about money. This is why people your age, yes, 40 to 65, are suddenly turning to their old coin collections and discovering life-changing wealth hidden in plain sight. So here's the big question. Could you be sitting on one of these 2003 no mint mark Lincoln cents? Because the market has already proven it, these coins have crossed the $1 million threshold, with valuations hitting $6.6 million. And the demand is only growing. Collectors want them. Auction houses crave them. And the truth is, supply is vanishing. Now I know what you're thinking, but what if mine isn't the one? Well, what if it is? What if that single penny sitting in your dresser drawer is your ticket to financial freedom? Don't dismiss it. Don't wait. Every day, coins like this slip through the cracks, sold for face value at convenience stores, never to be recovered again. That's money left on the table, money that could have been yours. So tonight, when you empty your pockets, I challenge you, check your coins. Look for that 2003 Lincoln cent with no mint mark. Because history shows us that the difference between a penny and $6.6 million is not luck, it's awareness. And awareness, my friend, is what builds legacies. And let's be real, if you do find one, don't just disappear to the Bahamas without at least sending me a postcard. This is more than pocket change. This is your chance to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, are you holding a penny or a fortune? Asterisk. Have you ever walked past a penny on the ground and thought, it's just 1 cent, not worth bending over for? Well, what if I told you that a single Lincoln penny from 1992, without a mint mark, could be worth up to $6.4 million today? That's not just pocket change, that's life-changing money. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, asterisk, yeah right, who pays millions for a penny? Asterisk, stick with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this penny is so valuable, how to spot one, and why time is running out for collectors who hesitate. Let's dive in. But fair warning, after watching this, you may never look at the pennies in your change jar the same way again. And hey, if you're about to check your couch cushions, don't worry, I won't judge. Just don't blame me if your family starts wondering why you're staring at pennies with a magnifying glass at 2a.m.so. Why is the 1992 no mint mark Lincoln cent so rare? Most pennies from this era were struck at the Denver and Philadelphia mints, and they carry a small D or P beneath the date. But a handful slipped through the cracks, struck without any mint mark at all. Think about it. Billions of ordinary pennies were produced. But only a few like this exist, coins that were never meant to circulate. These rare survivors have become the holy grail for collectors. Now here's where the story takes a turn. One of these era pennies was once dismissed as just another coin. But when it resurfaced in pristine condition, it shattered records, selling for over $6 million at auction. That's right, $6 million for 1 cent, and here's the chilling part. Experts believe more of these pennies are still hiding out there. Maybe in an old jar in your kitchen. Maybe in your late father's coin collection. Maybe even in your wallet right now. Quick question, if you found one, what's the first thing you'd do? Cash it in? Or frame it on your wall? Personally, I'd probably do both. Step 1. Check the date. Look closely at every 1992 penny you come across. Step 2. Examine the mint mark area. If there's no D or P below the year, you may be holding a millionaire's ticket. Step 3. Get it authenticated. Professional grading services can confirm whether your coin is the real deal. But here's the urgency. You can't afford to wait. Collectors are constantly buying these rare pieces, and each sale drives the value higher. Miss your chance, and someone else might retire on the coin that could have been yours. So, the next time you hear someone say, \**, it's just a penny, remember the 1992 no mint mark Lincoln cent. Because for a lucky few, it's not just spare change, it's financial freedom, wealth, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And if you think the 1992 penny is shocking, wait until you hear about the ordinary-looking coin that sold for even more. But that's a story for my next video. Imagine holding a single penny, a coin you might have tossed in a drawer, left at the bottom of your car, or even given away without a second thought. Now imagine that same penny being worth not $1, not 100, but $6.3 million. Yes, you heard me right. One ordinary-looking 1983 Lincoln cent without a mint mark has shocked the coin world with its staggering value. But here's the million-dollar question. Could one be hiding in your pocket, your old piggy bank, or that jar of coins gathering dust in your kitchen? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so rare, how to identify it, and why it could turn your forgotten change into a retirement plan. To understand why the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln cent ** is so valuable, we need to travel back to the early 1980s. The US Mint made a huge change in 1982. Pennies were no longer made primarily of copper. Instead, they were switched to a cheaper metal, zinc with a thin copper coating. It seemed like a small shift, but it created countless varieties, errors, and minting quirks. Now here's where it gets fascinating. In 1983, some pennies slipped through the cracks of quality control. A few were struck without the mint mark, making them instantly rare. Combine that with unusual striking mistakes, and suddenly you have a coin that collectors dream about. So much so that one sold for an unbelievable $6.3 million. Now, here's the part most people miss. Every year, thousands of these rare coins slip away because people simply don't know what to look for. They spend them, they ignore them, and unknowingly give away fortunes. So let me ask you directly. Are you absolutely sure you haven't already lost a life-changing coin just because you didn't bother to check? Because let's be honest, losing $6.3 million to a vending machine has got to be the worst financial mistake of all time. But here's the beauty of it. You can start checking today. If you're 40, 50, even 65, this isn't about waiting for the future. This is about taking what you already own and turning it into a life of freedom, security, and yes, even luxury. So how do you know if your 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny is the golden ticket? Look closely. The absence of a mint mark under the date, the sharpness of the strike, the coin's condition, all of these play a role. Professional grading can push its value sky high, transforming what looks like loose change into a multi-million-dollar payday. And here's the kicker. While most people think treasures like this are locked away in museums, the truth is, these coins are still out there. Sitting quietly in wallets, collections, and yes, coffee cans in American homes. But here's what almost nobody talks about. There's another year of Lincoln cents, just as ordinary looking, that has shocked collectors with even higher values. If you thought the 1983 penny at $6.3 million was unbelievable, wait until you hear what's next. So before you spend another penny without looking, make sure you're subscribed, because in my next video I'll reveal the other coin that could be hiding in plain sight. One that might just make the 1983 cent look like pocket change. Remember, wealth isn't always about Wall Street, gold bars, or lottery tickets. Sometimes, it's about knowing the hidden treasures already in your hands. Don't miss your chance to claim the wealth you deserve.